right, let's see. So everything went wrong. Everything, absolutely everything went wrong. Um, Hopefully y'all will get in here. So it's Mama Chat. And I thought I could do Mama Chat live from YouTube. It did not work out. I feel like a hot mess. I haven't even got everything set up. So I'm sitting there struggling for the last like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, trying to get Mama Chat going from the computer, only for it not to work out. So I'm going to try and do a couple of things. And then, of course, I've not got my lighting situated at all. Yeah. So I'm trying to get back into doing Mama Chat. I'm going to run it off of the back because I'm not sure if I can see the screen really well. Hey, Linda, how are you? Okay, I can see the screen really well. This is going to be like, turn the volume off. I'm going to see if I can, double it up. Okay. I think I got it. Very good. Mama Chat, yay, missed you. Now it's crazy season, so glad to see you. Thanks, Dawn. Hey, Joelle. Okay, so I wasn't doing Mama Chat. Now I'm doing Mama Chat. I had to take a little bit of a break. I just was having a hard time kind of sorting everything out and making the time. In fact, in a bit of a ways, I think I want to jump up to 1 o'clock. What's your take on that? Would you be okay doing it an hour earlier? Because I've found myself a couple times where I want to go run an errand. And it seems like my perfect errand time is like 1:30 to go run that errand. And I'm like, oh, wait, I need to stick around and do Mama Chat. And that happened today. I need to run and get some milk. And, well, I don't need to run and get milk. I need to run and get envelopes. And so I'm just like, would it be easier or better? What do you guys think? Would 1 o'clock Eastern time be an okay change out of 2 o'clock Eastern time? So that is the question. So how are you doing? I've been kind of scrapbooking. I'm not scrapbooking, but I kind of glimpsed you in, and I'm still working on this. This is my planner. I had one of the big blue bulky ones. This is the personal size. And, well, I seen somebody with it. I seen a farmhouse full, and I'm like, I need to do something like that. So I made something. I've also had a few laminator issues. Look at that. Can you see the wrinkles? Can you see them? Really upset by it because it's so cool, but like you can't really, you can see like all the wrinkles. So I need to redo it. But I don't have any more of these stickers left, so that just drove me nuts. Hey, Karen. So I've been working on my planner, and one of the things, I don't want to like, being somewhat private. Gotta be a little private, don't we? Okay. Like, I've made little dividers. I'm using a lot of my pages are from Wonderful. I think I talked about this last week, right? This is the blank page for Wonderful. And then she has this really cool, I like her month layouts too. I just find them really easy to use. I do need to write in them. See? Write in them and get them going. And I have a lot of good stuff in here. So like I have things that all my classical conversations, and what I've been loving, so now, because I've been sticking to it, which is amazing, is I, in the middle, have just graph paper. I've just cut graph paper up. And that's where I jot my daily notes. I don't have to do it every day. And it's working out really good. Hey, Karen. Hey, Compass. Hey, Creatively Misaligned Homeschool. I like that name. That's a really good name. And so I just stick it in the middle. So this has been working out for my ADHD really well. And then I've got some just cool dividers I've made for 4-H activities, CC activities, just so Trish activities. I actually haven't put anything in there. And then our basic homeschool. And it's allowed me a lot of freedom but structure to find stuff. And seeing how that's been working out, I decided to make my daughter one. And we're not all done with it. I bought, let's see, what did you say, Compass? I've been inspired by your dividers, but no time to follow through yet. Yeah, let me show you what follow through really looks like. See the mess. The mess is huge. I just keep pulling things out. I bought this off of Amazon. I got it yesterday. Really great first few uses. I think I'm going to have to send it back. I'm so frustrated by it. The holes, one side, the holes all go down. The other side, the holes do not go down all the way. And so it just keeps tearing up my stuff. I'm going to show you. So if you don't like, you can sharpen by using foil. This is not a planer video. It's just a Mamachat. This is what's on my mind at the moment, but it's a Mamachat. So there's the holes, right? Okay. What you can just make out here, no foil really left there. Nothing but foil there. All right. There we go. I had to delete weird people. So that's been driving me crazy. So one side works, the other side doesn't work. And now I'm looking for my punch because one of my dividers actually, I chewed it all up. It got chewed up by the one. So here's her planer so far. I have some dates in here, but not a lot. So this is her cover. You know, I'm really liking these like little just clear vinyls. It lets it be so absolutely personal would be a good word for it. It's just personal. And it's personalized. It looks cute. So we have like this week. I gave her another one that's like today. And I'll show you why I do that. And then I gave her one that says my people. Not my friends, my people. And so a lot of these are coming right out of the, you know, the Happy Planner kits. So this is just a front. So this will get hole punched and will be like a front cover. And then on the back, I have some of stuff she's doing to be productive. So I kind of want to remind her of all the really cool stuff she does. So she's 14, and there she is with her goat, one of her goats, and she's making jam. And I just gave her like happiness blooms within, be productive, be happy, is what I gave her. This is one of my favorites. I did this on mine, and I love it. So this is 2019 at a glance. And all I'm doing is minimizing the year at a glance, and then I cut them up and make them look like stickers and laminate them because you got to laminate it. And then I kind of gave her like, there you go. So I do a lot of, I'm going to do this from the background so you can see without getting into date. So see, some stuff's colored, and I have some washi tape. I didn't go overboard. I want it to be hers, but it's really small print. So I'm probably going to be printing a lot of these or writing them in. One of the things I run into is, oh, this one fell out. Got to remember they fall out. I can take some of them out though. I didn't cut this correctly. So when I printed them off of I can't think of it, Wonderful.com, it had reset to like not fit on page, and I should have just printed them 100%. I didn't, so when I cut them, I didn't realize, but I cut our year at a glance a little short. And then I found this really cool pattern, this setup, that is set up for a pocket, and it's the week. And I really like this. It's not trying to be like moment by moment, but she can write what's going on and gives her a little space to get creative. And I give her that space. So here's her day at a glance. What I found that I like is I like to put all of the calendar activity. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. I like to put all the calendar stuff in the very beginning. Make sure. What do I got going on out there? Oh, that's just somebody working on the vehicle. It's like, what's going on out there? So I like to put all the calendar stuff, the year at a glance, the months, and then the weeks together at the very beginning. And then right in the middle, kind of like Hidden Proverbs and Psalms, right in the middle is just plenty of graph paper. And this will be able to be moved. Once we get the holes in it, we'll have it set up so she could just pop it out and move it. And whatever she's working on, whatever she wants to take notes on, just like for me, she can write them here. She can write them here and not worry about where it goes and just brain dump till her heart's desired in the middle And after, that day, later on that day, later on next week, or she comes back to it later, she'll then put it in her dividers. So here's her dividers. I talked to her about what she wanted, so then her dividers would be in here. So the very first one is her goats. So I had to get a picture of her goats in there, and a picture, and like there's a little back picture of her feeding her goats with her sister. So I gave her a spot for her goats. These little tabs, you're going to be, I've just been so thrilled. I've been loving this, and I, probably sound like a crazy, weird planner nerd, but I have been loving it. They're the free tabs. All I did was stick a tab up there, wrote on it, laminated it, good to go. So we give her a spot. So anything she wants to brain dump, breeding, feeding, remember to go buy, she can stick it back here. Our next one is our 4-H. This is the one that my hole punch ate up. I was so aggravated because, see, it's got this cute paper. Well, you don't see much of that cute paper. I should have flipped it on the other side and did it in white because I have so much stuff here. So I had to put another piece of paper here, and then I put a little washi tape to make it look cute so I can hole punch it again. And I'm like, ugh. So we got some really cool stuff. This is when they did the homeschool convention last year in Florida, and they worked with the now president of the state. Talking about 4-H. This was her tailgating contest. There's the emblem. There's, what is she doing? She's doing like community service. Or no, a committee. She's serving on a committee. And this is where she was at a petting zoo, and she was letting the child have an experience with a goat. And here is her pig. So anything that has to do with 4-H, or that she has to remember about 4-H, she can move it back there, which is, a really good method. And it's just nice, especially having ADHD. It's really nice. So then this is her CC one. So she wanted a CC section. And, and I'm just pulling images online and have some cute paper. And there she is giving her science fair project. This is the CC challenge program. So she's in A, and it talks about just the fact that, you're about ownership. B is about discipline. I is about freedom. 2 is about challenge. 3 is about consequence. 4 is about leadership. And it talks about the 6 scopes. So we have grammar, exposition, and composition, debate, research, rhetoric, and logic. And then each one kind of goes into a different theme. So for grammar, right now we're doing Latin A. But then you do Latin 1 when she gets there. And then she'll do American literature. She'll be learning about free market economics and American government. She'll be doing physical science, drama, but so she can kind of see where she's going with that. So we made that. All right, these are my people. There's some of her friends from 4-H. There's her chiropractor. And then she came to visit us. And then I gave her a back cover. So just something, the cute paper, and some pictures of her families, and some cute stickers and stuff. So I found that if I tried to give her a really big planner, and she kind of fell apart with a big planner. It doesn't happen. And I found it to be very overwhelming. Even doing the happy planner for her was overwhelming. And what she has found, and I'm probably fixing something that doesn't need to be fixed. Do you do that as a mom? Just fixing something that doesn't need to be fixed? I do that. So they have gotten in, I just laughed. They've gotten into fanny packs. They are absolutely hilarious. So what happened was at Christmas, Addie, who's 8, decided to get a fanny pack, to get like those little bags. So my 8-year-old decided that she would just get that for Christmas for one of the girls. And she got it for Lottie. Lottie's 10. So she gets it for Lottie, and it's pretty big. I mean, it doesn't look like a big, it's not a fashion fanny pack by any method, but it's almost one for hiking. And all of a sudden, Lottie's like, I'm not trying to carry anything on me. I have everything I need in here. I can use this. And she's got a flashlight, a knife, I don't even know what she has in there. At first it started, they were doing the Nerf gun wars, and she had all the Nerf gun bullets in there. And then she's like, well, it's just so much easier when I'm doing my chores, when I'm building stuff, I have what I need. And Katie, who is now 14, is like, that is genius. This is genius. With everything I do, that's what I need. So she wanted one, and she went and got herself one. And she was keeping around a little memo pad. So at this point, my kids do not have a phone. I know we've talked about having a cell phone. My kids do not have a cell phone. They don't. I haven't crossed that line yet. I'm very close, but it's Pandora's box. You're opening Pandora's box, and it's hard to close that box once you open it. And I love the fact that she knows who she is, and she's defined who she is from things she reads, like books she reads, and she compares herself to them, and that's how she knows who she is. And I love it. Do you guys run into that, like with your kids? Have you dealt with that aspect of, especially with your teenage daughters and your tweens, where are they bringing their self-identity? This was not something well planned. I didn't have a method or a plan that this is how I was going to parent. I just was like, she reads books, she collects her identity from those books, and she knows who she is before anybody ever has had the chance to decide who she is. And it's been incredible. And I'm just not eager to give her the social media world where somebody might try to convince her differently. As of now, if they don't like her, they have to tell her. They can't text her, and they can't message her. They can't put it on Facebook. Nobody's there. And it's fun to put it on Facebook. Nobody's there. And it's fun too, because like in CC, we were talking, and I'm sharing resources to the other moms. And I'm like, yeah, did you guys see that? And they're like, Miss Trish, we don't have phones. And I'm like, awesome. It's so funny because it's awesome. It's like, they're like, we don't have phones. So nope, we didn't see anything. And that's been really neat, but we haven't got there. But she needs something. It looks like it froze. She needed something to keep her thoughts together. How long is it going to be frozen? Is it frozen on your end or just my end? Because to me, it shows up fine. On my computer, it says, or something like that. We'll just wait this out. There we go. I've been, arrow's back. Agreed. My oldest is only 7, but I'm planning on doing that with her when she gets older. Start reading now, the tiniest. Start reading now. That was the best thing I ever did, was begin reading early. Oh, I got to push the bottom thing. Compass says phones are bringing difficulty out of her house. My daughter just got a call because for a short time we leave home. So I was thinking about it. I'm like, so I have like a spot she can put contacts and write her friends so she could call them on the house phone. And, what was the way that we shared what was going on? And that's like, there's a lot of photos in her little book. And there's a lot of photos for a reason. This is her Facebook. This is where we're, phone stuff and media stuff. That's right. Thank you, Tiniest, for clarifying that. Media stuff. That's right. Thank you, Tiniest, for clarifying that. I didn't get that. I thought you meant reading. This is her social media. This is, making it, it's cute, it's adorable, it's very personal to her. It has a lot of my flavor to it. She's still figuring out hers, but it would be her social media. She can share like, oh, there's my goats. If she wants to add pictures in there, I don't care. We'll print out pictures all day long. And she can show them off with her little thing, with her little planner. And I like that idea. How about sharing your pictures in person instead of, on, you don't get to see their reaction. What are you saying? Creative Misaligned Homeschool says, social media is a tough one. My boys don't seem to see most of the problematic social medias as something they identify with much. And my daughter is only 6, yes. It's a hard one. It's a tough one. It's like I look forward to my daughter getting to know people at a distance and at the same time, that are further away and having a way to connect and see what's going on. And at the same time, Pandora's box about it. So it definitely is one of those where it's just like, oh, it's hard. So one of the things I've come to, and I hope you're going to be okay with this, is I like creative paper and in-person stuff also. I do too. I love talking. I love talking. I am probably no longer going to have Mamachat for an hour. I just cannot afford the time. A lot of things going on here. Hey, Green Gables, I'm so happy you're here with a wrench. I've been wrenching away on everybody. I've been having a hard time just keeping up with everything. It has been hard. I will tell you, Cece, no, you're fine. One clever girl. Hello. I will tell you, last week when I was telling you guys about feeling ill or feeling really run down, I was really nervous that I was getting really sick again. And I'm talking like the sick again that I got after we moved out of the house that flooded into the other house. And I kind of just like, my whole body just crashed. I got really terrified that was beginning. The bigger problem for us has been the amount of time they want to spend on their phones, all sorts of entertainment availability. I'm going to go there. Okay. One of the things I just read this morning, I'm not, Compass, that's not directed, but I was a little bit floored about, and I was reading a study on sexual abuse of children. I should have put the warner out there. I'm really sorry if your kids are watching. On abuse. And I'm going to talk now codedly, so I can be very careful. Is in the past, when the warning signs were there and they realized there's been that type of abuse, the article was saying, everybody imagines the weird person in the family or in the neighborhood that has done it. And there's a scary new trend that it's child on child abuse. And the child abusing is typically around 10 to 12 years old. In that range bracket. They could be a little older, a little younger. And it has to do with the explicitness they're finding online through the phones, the mobile devices, giving them private access and any access to everything. And what they're doing is they're imitating the things they're seeing onto other children. And I heard that and I was just so devastated. I was just so heartbroken because it's such an easy thing for something so innocently intended to travel there before you even realized it happened. With them being exposed to things you never intended them to be exposed to. And then the aspect that now these ideas dwell in their mind, that now they're attempting to act it out to the casualty of somebody else. And it's just like, oh. And it scares me sometimes because I have friends that are just like, you want to, okay, here, take it. And it's like, and you run into that fine line of like, who am I to say anything about to you that what you choose to give your child? But at the same time, it's like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that? And I've heard too where all of a sudden they start questioning very mature ideas upon gender issues. And it's like, where did they get these ideas from? And there's this disconnect that it was from here. And it's like, well, this must be in them. It's like, this was exposure issues. We, for the most part, there was not this rampantness of it. Anyways, so there's my soapbox of what I read today. Dawn says, my boys are 10, 11, and nope, no phones on my tablet. We have a message app, so if they are home, they can reach me, and we have tech time on Fridays and weekends if they've earned it. And everything is monitored and with all the parental settings, and they don't get to use my phone or my husband's. I like that. Yeah, and learning, and I feel like in so many ways there's a lot of technology out there for us to still maintain control, but we have to keep up with the times and the new technology that's available, for sure. So anyways, we've just been kind of muttering along. Last week we were sick all week. We definitely had we came down with something, and I was a bit relieved by that, because I'm like, I don't want to have to go through a cleanse. I don't want to have to go and rest my body for a month, because I've worn myself down, and being a bit more mindful that I'm wearing myself down. So I've been dealing with that, and we got sick and we got better, and it was much better, very much better. So that was good. And it's just keeping up. We are a third of the way through our last semester with CC this year. It has been a rocky road, but I appreciate where I'm at with it now. What else is going on? My 13-year-old hates that I look over her phone. Oh, that's a hard one. Because they're like, I want my privacy. And you're like, not there. Not there. We're just trying to keep up. And we're getting ready to be in fair season. So our county fair, the kids have raised animals that are going to be in the fair. We have to get things together. And I feel like I'm running around like their personal assistant trying to keep up. Oh my goodness. It is a bunch to do. So I'm actually going to jump off here, cutting it down to 30 minutes. I will say, just some like a little praise report there. I've talked to Tangi about doing Mama Gets Fit. I love doing Mama Gets Fit. It's exhausting though to do it on my own. So, but she says it's not her time for that they are taking care of other stuff. And I was like, what about if we just did it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it takes. So no Mama Gets Fit unless, I don't know, just pray about it. Maybe something will happen. I've been sticking to Weight Watchers. Again, I will tell you, I live off a 0 Point chili. I got it on Felicity's Health, I think it is, on Instagram. And it's essentially like no-fat turkey breast with onions and peppers, rotel, canned tomatoes, and chili seasoning. And some black beans. And we've been in such a busy place. I eat that a lot. I make a pot of that every single day. Or not every day. I make a pot of that once a week. And I'll eat on it. And then once it's gone, I will start over again. And then I eat a lot of hash browns and eggs in the morning. 1 cup of frozen hash browns and eggs. I don't know, can you tell? I'm losing some weight. I think I hit the 13-pound mark today. Can you still get those phones at the store that are prepaid for you to go and they don't have data or internet? Track phones. Yes, we have a track phone. It works out really good. It has helped out a lot for when they go places. And a lot of times we'll let the time lapse on it, and then they'll update, and then we'll update the time and put minutes back on it. And you get to keep the same phone number. And then those work really good. My son's definitely the kind. He's all like, he's got his flip phone. He's all like, yeah, got to put my flip phone in my pocket. And he'll sit there. You know, I can see he would be the one that I'd have the most, more than my daughter. But I lost my train of thought. So yeah, I've been doing that. I think I hit 13 pounds. I hurt 13 pounds today. And I think I'm on almost 2 months. And it's funny, I have a very different attitude. I do everything in the app. I just log the food that counts up for points. I don't log anything that doesn't count a point. I don't eat a ton. I don't find myself craving all the time. I really realize the more I drink water and coffee, I'm full. And I'm doing a lot better. And like everything's just happy. It's really good happy. Um, but I keep the really simple stuff because that's all life can afford me right now is really simple stuff. I have that to tell you. What else will I tell you? I'm getting ready to do a Dollar Tree haul. No, a Dollar General haul. Because I've been finding some cool stuff there. In fact, let me pull these out. Go to your Dollar General. So they have crafts. Dollar Tree had those like little pony beads. They're not pony beads, but the ones you iron. They had a bunch of those for Valentine's Day for $1, and they were pretty good. I found these at Dollar General. Check them out. The frog and the elephant, and they come with paint and they come with a brush. So this is for my two little people to do, for them to have fun doing. But they were $1. And listen, those are Dollar Tree stickers, not Target, not Michael's. They're Dollar Tree, or no, Dollar General stickers. So I was pretty excited about finding these little things. And look, they got the little stand on them. So they'll be doing those this week. I had to laugh. Our Classical Conversations group is doing Valentine's Day the week after Valentine's Day. Told that director, I was like, yeah, you mamas letting us go by Valentine's Day on clearance. I appreciate you so much. So I had to laugh about that. But I am going to get off here. I have to run and get things done. I hope you guys you're having a great week. I'm going to pray over you. And again, let me know what you guys think about moving it from 2 o'clock to maybe 1 o'clock. And yeah, I think that's it. Okay, I'm going to pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the time you let us come together. Thank you for the time of fellowship. If there's any of the mamas that are here hurting or going through things that need you, dear Lord, I just pray that you connect, it be in your will with what they're dealing with, and you bring them comfort and peace if that is not their will also. Dear Lord, to give them a happy heart when things call upon them. Lord, I pray that you open our minds and our hearts to stretch and to grow in motherhood and teaching our children and raising them, dear Lord, and letting us be a woman after your heart, a heart for you, dear Lord. And I just appreciate the technology you give us to come together. In your Son's precious name I pray. Amen. Okay, I'm going to see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you then. And remember, if I can do it, you can do it, because we can do it. All right. Thank you so much, Green Gables.